Welcome to Maryland's Coast Adventures. I'm Dawn Eman, your host, and today we have another amazing episode for you. First, we're going to start off here in Berlin, Maryland with Tracks and Yaks. Then we're headed to Furnace Town Historic Site, so stay tuned.
Welcome to Maryland's Coast Adventures, brought to you by Worcester County, Maryland's coast naturally cool, and by Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
I'm joined here with Adam Frichet, the owner of Tracks and Yaks. Adam, how did Tracks and Yak end up in Berlin?
Well, Dawn, we've been doing rail bike trips for about 3 years now. We started in Frostburg, Maryland, Western Maryland. We've been there for 3 years, and we saw the opportunity here in Berlin to expand as a second location on the Eastern Shore. Little different experience than we have in Frostburg, but we have the charming town of Berlin, 1 block away from where we start, and just seemed like a good fit. So we did some due diligence, and over a course of a year or so, got things rolling here in Berlin.
And here we are. So when do you open? How long is your season?
Well, this year our season will run through Black Friday, Thanksgiving weekend. And then we'll open again around Easter time next year. We typically run 6 days a week. We're closed on Tuesdays. Typically run rain or shine, but unless there's a hurricane coming through, we batten down the hatches and
No
ride
pedaling
it out.
in nor'easters.
No.
How does somebody go up about signing up online, or do they call you?
Yeah, the easiest way is to go to our website, tracksandyaks.com, or an easy one to remember is ridetherailbikes.com. And you can book a tour right on there, whatever one interests you, and the time slot that fits you best. Or we can also, right now we have room typically to get you on as a walk-in.
Okay.
Show up 15 minutes before a scheduled tour time, and we can get you all registered and get you fitted on the bike, and away we go.
How many people go on the bikes? 2, 4,
Well,
1?
it's a combination. So we have 2-seat bikes and 4-seat bikes.
Okay.
But we have room for up to 40 people per excursion.
Okay, so per time slot.
Yeah, so
Okay.
per time slot. If we have a 12 o'clock trip, for example, between the 2- and 4-seat bikes, we can accommodate over 40 guests.
Fantastic. And I'm going today. So what can I expect on my little excursion here?
Well, it's a great trip, Dawn. We have we go through some coastal forests, if you will, long needled pine trees, a lot of farmland that you have here on the Eastern Shore. They're out there right now cutting some corn and soybeans alongside the trip. We get to go through town here for a block or two,
right.
And then we get into the wilderness. It's not a very strenuous trip. Just take some consistent pedaling, sit back and enjoy the ride. It's not a race by any means.
Depending on who you're with, it's not a race. We'll see. These girls have already asked me what they should wear. And how fast are we going? Do I need a coat?
If you start in second place, you're going to end in second place. There's no passing anywhere.
Oh, that's right, because you got to stay on the rails. Well, I actually cycle, and John knows this too, and I cycle past people and draft. I wonder if there's drafting in this, but we'll find out. I'm about to jump on one, and thank you for sharing all the details. I'm really looking forward to this adventure, so stay tuned. All right, we're rolling. This is totally a recumbent, like you lean back. Okay, slow down. Oh, he's waving us across.
All clear!
You work for the airlines.
Be sure to follow Maryland's Coast Adventures on Facebook and Instagram to keep up with the latest adventures. Just search Maryland's Coast Adventures and join in the fun.
Book your next trip in beautiful Maryland's coast. Stroll the downtown streets and enjoy shopping locally in Pocomoke City, Snow Hill, and Berlin. Dine at farm-to-table restaurants or enjoy the nightlife throughout Ocean City. Looking for outdoor adventure? Reserve your tee time at one of the 17 championship golf courses. Take a ride through Assateague Island National Seashore to view the wild ponies or camp in the Pocomoke River State Forest. Visit the serene landscape and be immersed in nature throughout Worcester County, Maryland. Start planning your trip today.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
Visit Secrets, Jamaica, USA, where it feels like the tropics all year long. Enjoy delicious happy hour drink specials from 4 to 7 and nightly food specials Thursday and Sunday. Then get ready for the perfect night out. Home to the Morley Hall nightclub, Secrets is your entertainment hotspot with live music every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Secrets, 49th Street and the Bay, Jamaica, USA. Find us and get lost.
Welcome back, and let's get back to our Tracks and Yaks adventure here in Berlin, Maryland. Well, I'm here with Megan and RJ. They are our tour guides today. And what are your responsibilities being a tour guide here?
A lot of what we do is just making sure that the passengers have a good, fun, safe time. And we ride down, we make sure everybody's brakes are okay before we leave, make sure everybody's adjusted and comfortable while we're riding. And then we head out on our trip. And on our trip, we get to see a lot of cool views, and we point out some of them, like a couple bald eagles or like a couple stops that are just a good piece of history. Mm-hmm. And then we help safely flag people across the train tracks, the roads where we have to go into. Yeah, there you go.
Well, Megan's holding up the stop sign, so she's making sure we don't get hit by a truck.
Usually do on the lead bike. We get on the lead bike and we guide you guys across. I make sure I stop at the right time and go at the right time. And then when we get to our 3.5 mile mark, if we're doing the Ironshire trip, I give a little history lesson, and then we turn the people around and we go 3.5 miles back the same way.
Mm-hmm. And we heard there's a hill.
We got old rail spikes. Fun fact about railroads, they're actually so demanding on the people that build them. Half the time they just leave their supplies behind. Back then, when there wasn't a lot of materials and tools to help them do the jobs easier, they would just leave it behind. It was just so heavy, so much to take between 15 to 20 to almost 100 miles of track back and forth between here and all the way to Copanco to Snow Hill. So that's why all the you'll see multiple stacks of rail spikes and just wood and logs sitting on the side of the track, because it was just too much for them to simply just take back. I don't know how old they are, but they've been here since the train tracks have been here, so probably is safety. Those are turkey buzzards. You can tell by their beaks. They're red with a little dot on it, a white dot. And eagles, you can tell the difference because of the way they fly, and they have a white head and a white butt. Yeah. So if you look over here, these brick foundations right here is the actual remainder of Ironshire Station. Those bricks are actually about 100 to 150 years old, and that's where the owner of this farm today picked up the train station and just moved it 25 miles down the track towards Snow Hill, Copanco, that towards the middle area. The train station is still alive. It's still there. It even has electric now. And now we are at our 3.5 mile mark.
It feels like there's a little bit of an incline. Yes or no?
1.5 inch incline, but it's on the way back, so you haven't hit it yet. So,
whoops, we thought we did.
He was with us.
Oh, it has a train sound too. Oh, it's the plastic in it.
Dragging across the road.
Yep.
Yeah, no, but there's actually a lot more of these deer stands as you go down to Copanco. It's actually a bigger hunting area than I thought. We take every precaution. We talk to the hunters. We talk to everybody. Make sure it's safe to pass through at certain points. because when hunting season is about to start up, but we talk to everyone who owns the properties to make sure everybody going through is safe. And if someone has a disagreement, we're just not going to do the longer trip anymore. But for this Ironshire trip, everybody who let that one deer stand, everybody's been more than willing to help comply with us. And so we can at least run the Ironshire trip. And the Quaponka trip can run for a little bit longer, up closer to Thanksgiving. So, I mean, luckily, people around here are really nice. And that's a really awesome thing. It's a really good community here in Berlin. It's really awesome. And everybody's showing so much love to our rail bikes here. And it's really good to see because we're just trying to repurpose and get everybody outdoors, It's awesome. We're losing speed though. We gotta catch up to them real quick. I think you just missed it, but this actually, once we make it past these bushes, you'll see some of the old rides that are broken down from trippers. And it's rumored that there's a wooden carousel, original wooden carousel in the building here. So it's just a cool little piece of history that they just kind of store all the stuff.
We're home, ladies. So competitive. It's almost 3:44. We did less than a half an hour, almost. Yeah.
I'm fired. I'm a bad flag.
You are fired. You're fired.
You made it. I hope your legs feel all right.
Thank you, Megan. That was amazing. Thanks to Adam and everyone at Tracks and Yaks in Berlin, Maryland. Now we're headed to Furnace Town Historic Site in Snow Hill, Maryland. So stay with us.
If you want your trade-in to be worth more down the road, then shop Toyota. The best resale value brand according to Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com for the third year in a row. On a $45,000 vehicle, see how these Toyotas are predicted to be worth thousands more than the average vehicle after the first 5 years of ownership. That's performance you can count on. Shop local inventory on buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Let's sit down to my favorite bar. Been rocking for 21 years so far. The Green Turtle gonna have some.
Welcome to the original Green Turtle in Ocean City, a neighborhood favorite with a mouth-watering menu, the best bar in town, a huge game room, plus the apparel and gift shop. There's nothing like the original Green Turtle in Ocean City.
Let's sit down to the turtle again tonight, yeah.
Welcome back to Maryland's Coast Adventure. I'm Dawn Eman, your host, and today we're here at Furnace Town Historic Site. We're with Lisa Challenger, the director of the Beach to Bay Heritage Area. Lisa, what's going on here today that brought you down to this area?
So we decided to have a party, an appreciation party for all of our members, our board members, for all the folks who have supported the organization over the years. Mm-hmm. Just a way to say thank you, and we appreciate your financial support, your membership, and we couldn't think of a better place to have it this time of year than here at Furnace Town. It's beautiful.
Can you share what your organization promotes and does?
Yes, so the Beach to Bay Heritage Area is one of 13 state certified heritage areas in the state of Maryland, and we cover Worcester, Wicomico, and Somerset. Okay. And our mission is really to preserve, promote, and protect the cultural heritage, our historic linkages and natural resources in the Tri-County lower shore of Maryland. So we work and partner with a lot of museums and historic sites, and just really trying to help tell our story to visitors and residents of our past and our heritage and who we are. And we really operate on grants and funding support from folks that are here tonight.
And what other type of events do you have to support your organization?
So we have an annual event each year, and this year it was a storytelling event, which was really well received. People loved it, and we utilized the Marva Theater in Pocomoke City for that event. We do some free workshops, and then programs maybe at the library. We have done a lot of work with interpretation and creating interpretive signs about various people and historic sites in the region. We were responsible for the Tindley mural in downtown Berlin, things that really tell a story about who we are and where we have been. And I love it. I do. I
How
love
would
it.
somebody get involved if they want to support?
Well, they could go to our website and they could reach out to me. We have an office in Berlin, and right on Main Street in the Visitor Center. And yeah, it's, easy, beachesbayswaterways.org.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing all that information. We look forward to participating in the event tonight and checking out more Furnace Town Historic Site.
Whatever the season, you'll surely have the time of your life in Ocean City. Golfers will find 17 area championship golf courses, including Ocean City's own Eagles Landing. Ocean City Golf Club features a totally redesigned and rebuilt Newport Bay course. Rum Point overlooks Assateague Island National Seashore and the Sinnapuxet Bay. Lighthouse Sound offers a great variety in terms of both its great visual excitement and strategy. The newest addition to the Ruark Golf family is the Glen Riddle Golf Club. Baywood Greens offers golfers the most scenic and spectacular golf on the Delmarva Peninsula. Delaware's premier golf course is the Bayside Resort Golf Club. Bear Trap Dunes Golf Club offers one of the area's most unique and memorable golf experiences on the Eastern Shore. Ocean Pines Golf and Country Club is home to the Delmarva Peninsula's only championship golf course, designed by the legendary Robert Trent Jones Sr. Ocean City, Maryland. Great golf is just the beginning.
Maryland's coast is truly unique, and you're invited to stay here and explore everything there is to see and do. Get ready to go on an adventure to view the wild ponies of Assateague Island National Seashore. Be immersed by beauty at the various art galleries. Book your tee time at one of the 17 championship golf courses, or visit the downtown areas to indulge in delicious food and shopping local. Book your next trip today at visitmarylandscoast.org.
Welcome back. We're here at Furnace Town and we are with Director Claudia Nagel. Claudia, tell us all that Furnace Town has to offer, because I know I've been here on a field trip with my daughter and also a wedding.
Well, Furnace Town does a lot of different things, and you hit two of the things that we do annually, and that is we do a number of different school tours for third graders, because that's when they learn about local history. So Furnace Town is a 28-acre site that has,
I didn't know it was that big.
13 buildings that were moved here to the site. The furnace is the only fixture that was here. Everything else that you see here was either built on site or brought from someplace else. So it's a pretty large collection of historically significant buildings from around Worcester County. And what we do with that is that we have artisans that demonstrate in some of the buildings when we do our school tours or for events, so that people can get a sense of what it was really like living in the 1840s. What this company town, because the town was built around the iron furnace.
Okay.
And originally it had 600 people who lived here, and it was larger than Snow Hill at the time.
Wow.
So they would have a blacksmith and a woodworker and a weaver, and so we have all the different buildings that we are responsible for collecting and preserving that are here. We also have a number of different events throughout the season. We're a seasonal operation where we're open to the public from April 1st until October 31st. So we have different events throughout that time that help us to raise funds that support our programming, support the maintenance and upkeep of the buildings, and are really a fun time. Like we have anchor events. Like in the spring, we have a Fairies, Furnace, and Gnome event. It's really geared toward the magic of spring and all that spring holds. And then in in September, we have our annual Renaissance Festival, which is a 2-day event, and we have vendors and reenactors and performers, and we host between 3,000 and 4,000 people.
That's a lot
for
of people.
that event.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
So
You said that's in August?
It's September.
September, okay.
Next year it's going to be at the end of September as well. This year it was the 30th and the 1st of October, and so it was a really great event. And then we have a Halloween event that comes up on this Saturday, actually. So we're really here to serve the public, help the community come together, make sure that they learn about their history, because it's a significant part of the industrial history of our nation. The furnace itself is on the historic registry of historic places, so it's a really significant piece of architecture in our community, and it served a big role in that it manufactured iron while our nation was really trying to maintain its independence from Europe. So it's a really significant place.
So if I want to come here to visit, I know you said the season that you're open, but are you allowed to come? Do you just show up? Is there a website? Is there a phone number? How do I go about that?
There's a website, and you should always check our website to make sure that we're open. And we're open April through October, Thursday through Sunday, 10 to 4. Outside of those times, if someone would like to come for a tour or a private tour, they can call our number, and we will make the buildings and the site available for the admission fee. So we also host weddings and different events. So it's a special magic place, and
I know the wedding I came to was really interesting. It was beautiful, and they got married right here at the bottom of the furnace, and had music and under the pavilion and tables and a great celebration afterwards.
It's really magical, and we're pet friendly. So if you have a dog, you can bring your dog on a leash, and help have them enjoy the site as well. And we're very close to some walking trails that people can take advantage of. We have We have our site is an access point for one of the Nature Conservancy trails that goes through the cypress swamp. And then just across the road, we have entrance to both the yellow and orange furnace loops for the forestry.
How long are those loops, would you
The
say?
loops are pretty long. The one loop for the furnace stretches from like the Foster area, the Foster Forest Track. All you can follow it all the way to Pocomoke City.
How many miles is that?
Oh, I don't know, but I better check that out.
Yeah, but I mean,
so there's hiking. There's a lot of different things that people do in this area,
and it's so close to so many little towns. I think it's a little secret.
It is a little secret. Like, it's only 12 minutes from Salisbury, and it's right up the road from Snow Hill.
Right.
So we're sort of tucked away, right in between. We're sort of protected because from development and all of those kinds of things from the forest, and from Nature Conservancy. So we've got this little area that really brings a lot of magic to Furnace Town.
I agree. When I was driving down here, I just felt like a sense of calmness come over me when I saw all the fields, and it reminded me of an area I grew up in. Well, thank you so much for your
You're
time
welcome.
today.
Thanks
and
for
we're going to
coming
check out
out.
all the buildings and
Please
see what there's
do.
to offer
Please
and
do.
the rest of the event here tonight.
Great. Thank you very
Claudia.
much.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Maryland Coast Adventures. We'd like to thank Adam Forche at Tracks and Yaks in Berlin, Lisa Challenger and Claudia Nagel here at Furnace Town Historic Site. Look out for our next adventure.
Thanks for watching Maryland's Coast Adventures, brought to you by Worcester County, Maryland's coast naturally cool, and by Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.